All right, so someone asked for this video and I thought I'd oblige and do a response. Okay, you asked. So what do I really think about my Cartier love ring or my Cartier just on clue ring? You might be surprised. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel, Simply Fabulux, where I like to talk about luxury goods and items, a little bit of lifestyle, and then I try to sprinkle in a few tips or advice that I've learned to share with you. So for today's video, it is a requested one where someone wanted to know, what do I like better between my Cartier love ring or Cartier just on clue ring? And here I am to let you know what I like and dislike about both and what I would choose first to add to my collection. Now, the answer might surprise you because I know I did a video about this when it came to my bracelets, but my thoughts about this are actually kind of different. So let's start with the rings. Let me get them out of their boxes. First up is the Cartier just on clue ring. Yes, now I have this in yellow gold. It actually has no stones, no diamonds, just the basic just on clue band. I believe this is a size, you know what, I don't remember anymore. So I can't tell you what the size of the ring is. Now, I can tell you that I did purchase this for my pointer finger. So this finger. And my thoughts about it is, although I do like the ring, this is probably not the first one that I would buy in my collection because this ring does have a very pointy tip or point, you know, because it is a nail design. And then this part of the ring, the nail head of the ring, does kind of drop down a bit below the actual ring circle. So it does start to leave an indent on your finger, and you definitely have to either place it on either side of that bone you have here. There's on all your fingers, but there's like a little bone that you have that's like right in the middle where your knuckles come from. And if you place it like right on it, I mean, you can definitely do that, but it does get irritating for me. So I like to place the ring on either side. Either it's gonna be on one side of like my knuckle-ish or like that bone that comes, you know, straight from the knuckle, or on the other side of that bone, ligament, or whatever it is that's right here. You know, I took biology and I should know all the muscles in my hands and bones, but you know what? I'm not trying to like access that part of my brain right now. I know the answer. But anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. This part of the finger, all right? So I like to actually place the ring where the nail head can kind of dip into either side and not like directly on the bone, because it does tend to hurt. That's kind of like my thing that bothers me, no matter how, if I put it on a finger that's a little bit more skinnier, like my index finger, it still bothers me. Just it being on that bone part, just it bothers me. So I need to always put the head of the nail on either side of it. And then, although it's not like a sharp or pointy for this tip of the nail, it still does snag on if I'm wearing like a long sleeve shirt or like a cardigan or something. It does tend to snag on there a bit. So I have noticed that, but I think the most big thing for me is that it does rest on this bone that I have on my finger, and it just annoys me. Like, that's the only thing. And I tend to, like, once you're wearing it, you don't really notice it unless it's like really tight or something. Because I have had it tight before on a finger where it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so tight, I gotta take it off. But other than that, yeah, it doesn't really annoy me that much. But if I'm thinking about it, I do tend to like use my hand to push it to the side. So that's the one thing about the Just On Clue ring that I don't like. It's a pretty design. I really love the design and I love the bracelet, but yes, it kind of digging into that part of your hand. Ugh, that's kind of the downfall. That's the con for it. Now for the love ring, I do love the love ring. And I've had to be sized for the love ring, I want to say 2 or 3 times. To the point where it's like, I'm sure they're tired of seeing in my face. But it was like early when I bought the ring. Because I remember I bought the ring online first. Even though I went into the store and tried it on, it still was loose. So I do still find it loose. And I might need to just buy another ring. But yes, I do love this ring. I love that it's flat, it stays flush. I can wear it in my, for my middle or index finger. I can wear it on my pointer finger. I can switch it, but again, it's a little big on me, and like that's the only con. But that's just more of like user decision. Like I selected the wrong size, even though I want to try to get sized. And I remember going in the warmer months, so I don't know if that makes your hands bigger or smaller, but I know I've had a change in my hands. So yes, that's the only thing about this ring. But other than that, if it fit perfectly, this is the ring that I do wear most often. This is the ring that, again, I will repurchase and buy, and I love it. I love it without the stones, and this is the smaller, slimmer band, so I don't think I would ever get the medium or really thick band. I love how dainty this is because I can stack it. So sometimes I do, when I want to wear my Cartier rings, I will stack it, or I will kind of pair it next to each other. So I'll do that, or again, I will stack it. So that's what I like to do with this ring. So to give my honest opinion, I would select the love ring first in my collection. So this has the iconic design around it that I love about the love bracelet and love ring, and just easy to put on, and then at the end of the day, take it off and put it back in my jewelry box, or put it in my little, catch-all with my jewelry. So I like this ring. I don't get irritated by it. There's a thing about having jewelry that you don't want to have jewelry that's going to irritate you or bother you all day. Whether it's earrings, a necklace, a bracelet, or a ring, it just should not bother you. Meaning, like with the Just On Clue ring, it does tend to bother my finger because it does tend to want to sit on the bone that you have right here. So there's just some jewelry I'm like, if it's gonna bother me, I don't know if I'm going to wear, even though I do wear it often, but I only like reach out towards it when I know I'm going to be wearing gold, or when I know that I'm going to be wearing something that needs gold accessories. So yes, I will put that ring on from time to time. But this one I could always wear if I want to rock gold, or even if I'm not wearing anything that has, gold accessories. I can sometimes pair this with my, white gold jewelry or rose gold jewelry. Not that I always mix match, but I will tend to do that time to time, where I'll just like, have one that's in silver and have one that's in yellow gold. But normally I really do tend to wear the same color tone of jewelry and accessories throughout. But yeah, that is my honest review about these two. Again, that's my tip. If you're going to get this one because maybe you just want the Just on Clue collection, because to me, I do love this collection, but when it comes to the ring, they need to figure something out at Cartier where it doesn't just dip down a little bit and annoy your finger. Because I have heard or seen on other videos where people will say the same thing. It tends to leave an imprint, or it digs down, or bothers their bone. So I think that's just a common thing when you purchase this ring. You don't want to purchase it where it's too big, where it can just, you know, slide off your finger like that. You do want it to be secure on there where it's not too tight. It's just nice, comfortably fitting you. But then again, when it's comfortably fitting you, it is going to, you know, rub against up that bone, and that's not fun. That's not fun. So that is why I like the Love Ring. It's just easy to put on, no issues with it at all. Love this ring. And again, for me, I just need to get sized down. So that is all for me. And yeah, this is my choice. This is the winner, you know? And that is my advice. If you're looking to purchase a Cartier ring and you're trying to figure out what to add to your collection first, definitely consider the Love Ring. Yes, and they do have different styles where it comes with stones. It comes in different band widths. So there you go. Now, if you enjoyed this video and the tips that I shared today, then definitely hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Be part of the Fab Fam. I'd love to have you here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.